This is part two. So the fat dude, he know who Calvin is. So he playing sleep. So Calvin land on his bed, like on his back. And when you locked up, you can't really sleep. You can only light sleep. Don't you ever go to sleep while locked up. Because if you go to sleep while locked up, you might not wake up. You might just drift off into eternity. Because somebody done did something to you bad that took you up out of this life. So never go to sleep. For all you new inmates that might find yourself in the county jail or in prison, don't you ever go to sleep around these men that you do not know. It's some guys in there that might just want to take you up out of there just in the name of taking you up out of there. Okay? So Calvin is somewhat asleep. The fat dude right here, bottom bunk. There's somebody right here, middle bunk, and I'm on this side. So you can say I'm on the left side of the bottom. Calvin is in the middle at the top. Fat dude over here to the right at the bottom. So it's like this way. That's how the fat dude can look at him diagonally, and I can look at him this way. While locked up, don't you ever, right? Don't ever sleep on your stomach. You would think that people would know that, but people don't know that. Don't you ever sleep on your stomach, and I'm going to tell you why. If you sleep on your stomach, two guys can grab your legs, one leg here, one leg there, and they can put a towel on your neck and hold you down that way and commence to beating the living crap. I done seen it before. I done seen where this guy, for no reason, these bullies that wanted his phone time. What's phone time? When you get on the phone talking to your loved ones, some guys approach you, say, "Yo, can you do a three-way for me? Can you call? Can you have your people do a three-way for me? Call this person, call that." He refused it. So these two bullies, they got at him at nighttime. He was sleeping on his stomach like a baby, sucking his thumb. He wasn't sucking his thumb. I'm just playing, y'all. Hit that like button. Dude was just laying on his stomach, sleeping real good. Next thing you know, one guy grabbed his legs, held him down. The other guy grabbed had his towel, wrapped around his neck right there, and held him down. And the third guy got to beating him with soap in the sock. Boop, 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 boop. Dude was screaming, hollering, right? Where's the guards? Where's the guards? No guards, right? But this is why I tell you, I don't sleep on your stomach. Let's get back to the story, though. Hit that like button. So, fat dude get up. Calvin is actually laying on his back. So, good job, Calvin. So, Calvin laying on his back, dozing off. He had a long night, long day, right? Then fat dude, grab him. Boom, right? Grab him like up here, his up top right here over the shirt. Grabbed him and snatched. Now listen, you talking about 6 feet in the air. Grab him, slam him down. Boom! Everybody woke up. I'm like, what the? I'm looking, everybody looking. Fat dude commences to hitting him, right? Remember I said Calvin know how to fight. Calvin know how to use these, baby. But you talking about a fat 395-pound, maybe 6 foot big guy, fat guy, right? So he put his weight on trying to donkey call him. Yeah, this for so-and-so. This for so-and-so, right? But Calvin ended up wiggling out of it. It got the beat. Calvin get to whipping him out. Beating fat boy down. I'm talking about boom, bombing on him, right? So they fighting Calvin's fighting now. At this point, fat boy bored up while he getting pounded out. So then the guard's like, hey, stop that. Cut that out. They open the gate. He had to wait for backup to come. 3 of them ran in there. They end up grabbing Calvin up off of him. They take Calvin somewhere. I don't know where Calvin's at. They take the fat dude out of there and probably put him in a hole, or probably put him downstairs in the board tank. So at this point, everybody up and everybody like everybody hyped up. Everybody like, man, what happened, man? Man, what was that all about? So then word got to spread enough, why he did what he did. And they like, word? Oh, heck no, man. Man, if I would have known that. Dudes always be talking about what they would have did and how they would have did it. Hey, man, get out of here. You wouldn't have did nothing, dude. You went here for traffic tickets, knowing you about to go home in 3 or 4 days. You ain't about to crash out and get additional 30 or 40 days. Cut it out. Dudes be capping their butt off. Anyway, so everybody up now. We all talking about it and, discussing this case. And it's I don't really know these cats at all. I don't know Columbus, Ohio politics, but the guy who baby mama and child got unalived by Calvin, I did know of him. I heard his name a couple of times, so I knew that he was a serious cat out here. So all I'm thinking is like, oh, okay, that's him. Oh, he did. Oh, that's a tough one. He better get gripped up. He better get gripped up fast. So I wouldn't see Calvin for... Okay, so this was the time, y'all, when I told y'all that I caught them 2 bodies on that gun. This was that time of me facing that 10-year bid. Okay? And for y'all that want to know again, it first started off as second-degree murder. Then it went to manslaughter. Then it copped all the way down to felony possession of a weapon and the use of a felon, and then it got pleaded. Then that's what it got to. Okay, long story short, how I know y'all like, man, no, he lying. Well, when you get the person who gun it actually was, that came forward and said, this is mine, he have nothing to do with it. But at this time, I had to plea out, because if I would have went to trial and fought, I probably would have lost. I was broke in them days. I couldn't afford no lawyer. So yeah, if I would have fought that, I would have probably, we wouldn't be talking right now. I'd probably be doing that 20 years right now. All right, or 25 years. Okay, y'all would not be hearing me tell these stories, these prison stories, these jail stories, right? I wouldn't be out here telling y'all to hit that like button if I would have fought that and went to trial. But I pleaded out, okay? Got my 10 years. Ended up doing 2 years. So I'm trying to figure out, when did I run into Calvin again from that day where I seen him get through off that bump, and then he put in that work on the fat dude. And I was happy he put in it, because I did not like that fat dude. He was just so uncomfortable to be around. So I'm going to say I didn't run into Calvin until I got to Greensfield Correctional Facility. So I'm going to say this was, I don't know, maybe 2017? No, 16. No, hold up. 2014. It was 2014 or 2015, one of them. I ended up in Greensfield Correctional Facility. Go through the process, and I'm going to give y'all the process. Since y'all cats out there that never been locked up before, this is what you got to look forward to. When you get your time, when the judge sentences you, you don't automatically get on a bus and go to prison. No. They could come that night. They could come the next day. They could come a week from now. They could come a month from now. They could come 3 months, and you could be still in that jail before they come get you. Prison is way better than the county jail. Anybody that been locked up, to all the felons that's in the comment section that ever been locked up before, let the people know that. You rather do your time in prison than in the county. You cannot, you can't, it's like you on lockdown 23-1. Shout out to my boy 23-1, Josh. Right? In the county, you damn near in there 24 lockdown, period. In prison, you got the yard, you get to work out, um, you can get a job, you got way more freedom. Even though that prison is a messed up place, but I'd rather be in prison than in the county any given day. The food is way better. You get to have commissary. It's a lot of things, and I'm not trying to glorify. You don't want to go to prison or jail anyway. So let's get that straight. Let's get that straight off the top. So let's get back to the story. So I'm in processing. You know, the first thing they do when you get off that bus, you line up. You get the captain come out there. He get the yapping, running his mouth all up in your face, telling you what you gonna do, what you not gonna do. This is my house. You all ain't nothing but inmates. I'll run this, that, or this, whatever. Y'all go to the line. You gotta strip butt, booty, asshole, naked, right? All of y'all get naked. Y'all gotta get naked. They throw like this powder on you. I guess this powder is like for like. I honestly think it's for the white guys. And no disrespect to the white guys, but it's really for people that get lice and bed bugs, stuff like that. And we all know majority of white people get lice more than black people. So they throw this powder concoction on you. And it's from head to toe. It's like yellow. So you get this powder through on your naked body, and then y'all go to the showers. So you in the shower, you washing up. The water is damn near cold, so it's not a comfortable wash at all. So you in there washing up, getting the stuff all off of you or whatever. Then you get dressed. After you get dressed, you go into this hallway and you sit down. Right? They give you they call your name, they give you your property, they give you 3 shirts, 3 pairs of pants, the shower shoes. They give you this off-brand toothpaste, towels, you know, just regular basic necessities. So after you get these things, you go back and sit down. Then a counselor call you. The prison process when you first get there is so long, man. Somebody told me that was in the Army that been locked up. He said, man, this just like basic training, man. When you go to the Army or the Marines, it's like the first week is just paperwork and just counseling and all this and that. So it ain't really nothing exciting. I'm just letting y'all know what you got to go through when you get locked up, like going to go do time in the penitentiary. So through all that, you know, I go through my process and everything, get classified. No, I'm not a gang member. No, I don't fear for my life. No, I don't believe I have any problems in here. This, that, whoop-de-whoop, right? So I end up going to my pod, right? I'm not gonna say the pod because there's some things that's going on in that pod right now that I'm not gonna mention that can get a lot of guys in trouble. You know, I got a lot of homies that's locked up still to this day, okay? That I'm not gonna even tell you. I'm not telling y'all the exact location. Just know it's Greenfields Correctional Facility, okay? You got activities going on in there with the cell phones. You get caught with a cell phone, that's 5 years off top. No, the captain, the warden, nobody want to hear. You get caught with a cell phone, it's a wrap. Why? You say, man, but I see guys on TikTok all the time with cell phones. Well, I'll tell y'all right now, I wouldn't be doing that. If you got a phone, you better keep that thing hidden. I want to be out there recording people because all they got. Never mind. I'm saying too much, but anyway. So I ended up running into Calvin. Okay, when I seen them, when I seen Calvin for the first time out in the county, I'm gonna say Calvin weighed maybe about 170, give or take. When I seen Calvin this time, Calvin was stacked. Calvin was big. Calvin got some weight on him. Calvin, he hasn't been pushing about 230, 235 muscle. Okay. Calvin had a couple of scars on his face, so I know he been cut. I know he been in here in battle. Okay. So when I seen him, I said, "Oh, okay." I mean, I didn't go up to him and say, "Oh, what up, Cal? What up, bro?" I didn't even know him. You know, I whatever. So I see Calvin, and he just looked like he bugged out. Like his eyes are like he's just always on alert. So I'm like, okay, I guess that's what prison do to people, huh? Let me tell y'all something. When I got locked up, the only thing I feared was that if I got maced, because I got asthma, if I got maced and I couldn't survive that mace, meaning if I would have suffocated, if a guard would have maced me and restrained me to a bed or a chair and put a spit bag over my head, I seen that happen to somebody. I seen somebody die that way. It was an unruly inmate that was giving the staff a problem. And what they do, they whipped him out, maced the heck out of him, put him in his chair, put a spit bag over his face. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. He shaking and stuff. They didn't pay no attention to him. That man died right there in that chair. And you know what they said? They just swept it under the rug. Swept it under the rug. There was no repercussions. They didn't get in trouble. I'm going to let y'all know right now. It's not the inmates that you should be afraid of. It's the guards. That's their house. They can set you up. They can plant a knife in your cell. They can hire guys in there to torture you, to beat you up, to probably take your manhood. These guards play for keeps, and they dirty. These guards are dirty. And a guy, I seen a guy that was barking on him, being very unruly. Got whipped out, maced out, and murdered in a chair. No matter how you want to cut it, no matter how you want to look at it, they murdered that man. So that was the only thing that I fear. I didn't fear getting stabbed. I done been stabbed before. Y'all want to see it? Right there. See that? It went in right there. Bam. Been stabbed before. When I got stabbed, I didn't even know I was stabbed. Because I was getting it in on the yard. Getting it on the yard, right? We'll talk about that later. I'll give y'all some yard stories later. Let's get back to Calvin. So I see Calvin over there looking bugged out. All right, and this is all on my first day too. But not my first day being out in GP, that's general population, with all the inmates. Okay. So I see Calvin over there, and I'm like, oh, okay. So then this one cat that I knew came, he was like, D, is that you? I said, oh, what up, my N-word? You know, we dapped up. You know what I mean? What you in here doing? What you doing in here? I said, man. He like, man, don't tell me you snitched. You snitched, didn't you? He was a funny guy, like a funny guy like me. I said, nah, he got my paperwork, so he going through. He like, dang. And you have to plead. Hold on, you got. Oh. So he knew what it was. He like, yeah, okay, yeah, that's a cold piece. But, you know, he said, well, shoot, I'm in here doing 15, dude. Shoot, I just got here a month ago. So, you know, I'll show you around this, that, whoop-de-whoop. So he's showing me around. He showing me who cool, who not cool. If you went to, if you need like CDs, headphones, just the story guide. The story guide to somebody that buy a whole bunch of commissary and just sit on it. And then when everybody run out of their commissary, they go to him, and then you get let's say you go to him and say, yo, let me get a pack of noodles. When commissary day coming back around, you gotta get him 2 packs. So he basically doubling his money. And then if he don't like you or whatever, he'll hit you over the head. And if you don't pay that debt, it's gonna be trouble, because he got a couple of goons out there that will run down on you and collect that debt for a fee, of course. So he just showed me around, showing me who is who. Stay away from that dude. Don't talk to that guy at all. You know, there's a booty warrior right there. Do not talk to him. These are the games that he play. I'm going to tell y'all about Inmate Sweet Low. I already did a video about Inmate Sweet Low, but I'm gonna do a whole video, a whole series about Inmate Sweet Low in Greenfield Correctional Facility. Okay, so I see him, and he like, hey, you know that dude Calvin? I said, yeah, I heard about it. He said, hey, it's money on this head. And I'm thinking about collecting it. I said, what you mean collecting? He was like, man, hey, word is, man, it's 50 racks on this head. And shoot, dudes know it. And I said, that's why he got them scars on his face and stuff. He was like, man, cats be trying to get at this dude like every month, man. Like at least twice a month, somebody trying to take him out. And I'm thinking, I've been watching him for this month, for this whole month that I've been here. As soon as I got here, I've been on it, you know. I was like, hold on, you've been here for a month. And from the day you got in the process and intake, you had it on your mind that you trying to plot and to get out on Calvin? He was like, yeah, man, keep it low, man. I said, well, hey, the way Calvin looking, man, he been battle tested, man. You gonna have to come right. He was like, yeah, but I was thinking, you want to get out on it too? I said, heck no. You crazy? Look, dude was kind of off. He was off his rocker, okay? Because first of all, I'm doing of what I thought I was about to do the whole 10 years. Thank God I got out in 2 years, okay? But I'm like, if we do this and we try to see, I got up in here and I'm already trying to get put into some BS. I'm thinking to myself, like, if we do this and we succeed and we get caught, and we will get caught, okay, my 10-year sentence is not finna turn into 40 years. My 10-year sentence is not about to turn into 80 years. My 10-year sentence is not about to turn into a life sentence. A lot of cats that go to prison that's looking at 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, they get involved in things that they should not get involved in, that end up stretching their time all the way out, okay? I'm going to tell y'all the thing before we get to the story again. These are the things that you should avoid while locked up. Do not gamble if you cannot cover that debt. If you don't got that debt upstairs covered, like if you gamble for like 10 soups and a couple of pops, you better have them 10 soups and a couple of pops upstairs. Because if you out there talking about, oh, I'm going to pay you when my girl send me the money, and she don't send that money, you better hope dude is patient. You better hope dude ain't one of them guys that you only got one time to mess me over. And I'm setting an example. So do not gamble. Do not bet. Okay? Do not borrow. Do not borrow unless you can pay back. And don't be sitting up there for you young guys that be coming in there locked up that don't got nothing. Don't be taking nothing from nobody. Okay? Because they might want something else from you that you don't want to give up, if you know what I mean. Case in point, inmate Sweet Low. Sweet Low will lend you some things. And when you try to pay him back, he like, I don't want that. I'm lonely. And sometimes it get cold at night. And I need somebody to hold. So that might be your payment to Sweet Low. So you young inmates that don't know better, don't be taking nothing from nobody, man. Don't do that. Okay? If you don't roll that way, stay away from the punks. Stay away from the boys. Okay? You say, punks, boys, what's that? Stay away from the gay guys. Okay? Number one, if you're not gay, you shouldn't be around them, conversating with them and stuff like that. Because another thing in prison, birds of a feather flock together. If guys see you out there hanging with the gay guys and you're not gay, they're going to automatically assume that you're gay. And some guys might try to punk you. Some guys might try to take things from you. So, you know, always watch your surroundings and be careful who you talk to. Now, I'm not saying you can't talk to the gays. I'm not saying you can't talk to the boys. I'm not saying that at all. But let business be business, all right? But if you roll that way, hey, do your thing, homeboy. I told y'all that all my videos, I can't tell another man how to program. Hey, either you going to listen to me or you not. The choice is yours, right? Like Fleece Johnson. The choice is yours, right? So, oh, have y'all heard about Fleece Johnson? I heard that he was out. Let me know. Let me know in the comment section if Fleece Johnson is released. So, now you got, so I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'm straight. I'm not finna be involved in that, man. You crazy. He like, are you sure, man? Shoot, I mean, hey, it's 50 racks, man. 25 for you, 25 for me. Shoot, I'm in here. I'm like, nah, I'm straight. But anyway, I'm gonna holler at you in a minute. Yo, this is part 2, okay? I want to appreciate everybody that hit. Oh, don't worry, y'all. It's gonna be a part. It's gonna be a part 3. Chill out. Chill out. It's gonna be a part 3, so chill out. Now, I need everybody. Well, I want to thank everybody who hit that like button. I want to thank everybody who subscribed to my channel, because you didn't have to, but I appreciate you. I appreciate for you taking the time out and subscribing, okay? I appreciate you for hitting that like button. I appreciate everybody that been blessing the Cash App. I do appreciate y'all for blessing that Cash App. If you have not joined my page, make sure you join so you can get your badge, okay? So you can get first access for my movies that I'm dropping. First movie coming out December 24th, okay? I go live every day. Why did I say every day? I go live Monday, Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 p.m., okay? So if you're in Michigan, New York, right, 7 o'clock. So if you're in Cali, I think we 3 hours behind y'all, so it might be 4 o'clock or 10 o'clock for y'all. I'm not sure, but I know 7 p.m. Detroit time. I go live 7 p.m., okay? Part 3 is coming up, y'all, and part 3 might be the last video. I'm going to talk about Calvin. So if y'all haven't hit that like button, hit that like button, and I'm out.